V3Crest old historic cemetery. We will be visiting a very dear best friend and his family who rest here. Passed away much too young, too early, 58. This is a very pretty cemetery and full of history. Got a nice shot of the Atlanta skyline as well. Okay, let's park right here. We'll cut this off. We'll park right here and go visit our very dear friend. Here's the mausoleum here. I guess this is the mausoleum at Crest Lawn Cemetery here in Atlanta. We're going to go up on top of the hill and get a better view of the Atlanta skyline. You'll be able to see it a lot better over there. And we have previous video of this cemetery, but this is a very pretty cemetery. A lot of history too. There's a Jewish section up here. And I said there's some Civil War markers back up here on the back side up here. Yeah, with this camera, I don't know how good you can see that skyline over there. I'll get a picture with the phone camera where we can insert maybe into this. And we're going to head back around there and go down there and turn left and come up around. There's a Jewish section and some Civil War markers back there. Okay, continuing on, we've plugged in the dash cam too, which gives us we should have done this to start with, gives us 4 views, front, left, right, and rear. To turn left right there. I think from what I read this morning, the main Battle of Atlanta was July the 17th. This is the 4th. And there were some skirmishes but no major engagements on the 4th. I'm almost certain there's some Civil War markers back here. This is a high ground, this overlooking the river and stuff, so there's some old graves there. That's unkept, that's just natural. That's interesting. There's old graves in there. It's unkept. Huh. You suppose I just think they're Civil War markers up here? Of course, those metal plaques, people steal them. There may have been, and they may have been stolen. This is a Jewish cemetery, Jewish section. I would have swore there were some Civil War markers back here. Well, you know, I've been wrong an awful lot. Nothing new. Nothing new, folks. Very large cemetery too. I wonder how many acres. I guess we could Google it and find out how many acres it is. You were to walk or run this cemetery every day, you'd get your exercise in. That's for sure. Up and down these hills. Maybe that road back there, it was just coming in here, is where the history markers were, and we missed it some way. I don't know. Section here, you can see where it's paved. This section here was blocked off. I think they'd had a sinkhole, but I'm not sure. we have visited here, we have seen several of the large pileated woodpeckers flying around here in the woods. And some, what do you call those other woodpeckers? They're brown or grayish. What are they? I can't pull the name up now. There were a lot of them here. It's 7:45. We're going to head back down and out. I think we will go back north instead of in town. Seems like I remember some really nice, really pretty hickory nut trees. It must have been the fall and they had turned yellow, golden. I think I'm right about that. Geese. Well, this will conclude our crest lawn. It'll probably be a video of its own.